Coco Village. Coco Village. Coco Village. Beef. Coco Village. Coco Village. Coco Village. Look who's out here re-upping their sub like some kind of hero. Look who's out here re-upping their sub like some kind of hero. Thanks for the bits! Do you think the dog wants a treat? That's my question. Do you think... Oh, no, he just moved out of frame. Oh, Flynn. He just moved out of frame. I was going to show you the boy as he heard me start talking so you could experience that. But now he's already under my desk. And now he's destroying everything. Oh my God. All right, let's give the boy a treat so that I can not be...
That's okay. Okay, that's a lot of subscriptions that you just gifted. So everyone go thank the person whose name is on the screen right now. And thank you.
Sky, you're depriving Flynn of his treat with your kindness. Sky, there's a hungry dog. Sky, you have to understand there is a starving animal who's never been given a treat. And that was him. That was him. He changed it to the give me a treat cam. The dog under my desk stepped on the foot pedal and was like, this is the camera angle we're supposed to use right now while you give me a treat. Sky, holy fuck, thank you.
That's okay. Okay, that's a lot of subscriptions that you just gifted. So everyone go thank the person whose name is on the screen right now. And thank you.
The hungriest animal that's ever existed in the history of everything. He's never eaten a crumb in his life. And this is what you're doing? Showering the community with kindness? Helping others experience the stream without ads and get access to bonus emoji while supporting me? He did it again! He did it again! God damn it, Sky. Thank you so much. Let's give the dog a treat. Hold on. Here's the boy. He says thank you. Okay, now boy. Let's say thank you to Sky.
That's okay. Okay, that's a lot of subscriptions that you just
What is going on? Cryptid, thank you so much. Sky, thank you. Cryptid, thank you.
And thank you.
The real streamer is here. Yeah, this is the whole point of the stream. I just exist as a conduit for Flynn to appear on your screen. You're not here for me. Let's be honest here. You're not here for me. You're here for this. You're here for this thing. For this fluffy monster. For this absolute beast. You're here to help feed the beast, is the point. Goddamn. Thank you all so very, very much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And congratulations to everybody who's received the gifted subs. It really does help quite a bit because, like, I wish I could just disable ads entirely. I truly wish that I could just disable ads on my stream. And that's just not an option. So, yeah. Quentin Gell says, you're here to feed the beast is like the internet's motto these days. Hey, now I'm the real... Oh, fuck. I'm not the real streamer anymore. Hey, everyone. How is it going? My name is Endeavorance. It is Tuesday, March 18th. And also a year. I've got a buddy. I've got a Flynn. Got a friend in here. So I pop in for that. Got to get back to work. Have fun, y'all. Thanks for the drive-by, Sky. Classic drive-by Sky. Sky-by, if you will. Have a good day. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've got this boy. He's putting the dog down. How's it going, everybody? Because it's, yeah, woo. Let me tell you, time is truly marching forward. And thank you. This is a nice blank green t-shirt that I'm wearing today. I just like the shade of green. I think it really brings out my eyes. So, you know, there it is. Real Crazy Sanity gifted a tier 1 sub to Dusty. There you go, Dusty. There you go. Phrasing? Wait, what did I say? Putting the dog down. Oh! Yeah, no, yeah, sorry. I know that sounds bad because putting the dog down usually means like deading them. And thanks, London Faye. 13 months. Hell yeah. But no, putting the dog down is it is a common phrase in the Flynn household regarding when the dog. Sometimes he puts the dog up, right? Like sometimes he's an up pup. That happens pretty frequently when he goes on the couch or whatever. That's when he's an up pup. But then sometimes he's a down dog, and that's when he puts the dog down, and that means the dog's on the floor. So
For an elder.
now you understand, right? Now you're looped into the lingo. All right, you got the up pup and the down dog. Shay, 21 months. I never know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a terrible internet boy. So it says Shay resubscribed for 20 months at tier 1. They've been subscribed for 21 months. That is what Twitch.tv, a streaming service by Jeffrey Bezos. That's the notification that has been sent to me. I don't know which number is it. Resubscribed for 20 months. They have been subscribed for 21 months. I don't think that means that Shay just purchased 20 months of a subscription. But I don't know if that means that it's a 20. I don't know. Nothing makes sense in this world. English is hard. It's really, really difficult. Hello, Selenium Sulfide, and hello to everybody. I did not say hi to people. I'm just gonna rip through this list real quick. Hello to Cootie Queen, Ice Cream Socialist, Pedro the Duck, Doc J, HM3 FMF. Ooh. You got to get all the taxonomies in there. Crazed Sanity, Milo, Hello, Ada, Dusty, Shay, Pyro, Exeme, Sky, of course, Deep Water, Tree Fox, Epic Failure, Weedy Potter, Synthrem, Itty Bitty Pixels, Overreacting, Molten Revolt, Key Lime Unicorn, Jada, Him Diana Jones, Cryptid, Waifu, Genesis, The Paradigm Shift, I Made Soup, OMG Lurky, ooh, Acivity, Quentin Gell, Inky Introvert, Foggy, London Faye, Kev, and Selenium Sulfide. Hello to all of you. How is it going?
Thanks for the bits.
Thanks for the bits. I apologize profusely, by the way, that there's a lot of Twitch emotes that don't work in the chat bar right now. It's a work in progress. It's actually somewhat ooh, Hype Train ended at level 12. Thank you. God damn, 115 gift subs and 200 bits. Jesus, y'all are crazy. It's a work in progress. There's not a really good way to detect and fetch Twitch emotes arbitrarily without already knowing what channels you want to scan the emotes for. So I have a thing in my little chat UI app thing here. There it is. That it tries to go out and fetch emotes when it detects them. It tries to go out and if you follow the channel, it tries to fetch any emotes in your channel, and it tries to fetch emotes in general, but it's not smart enough to be able to just see an emote that it doesn't know about, figure out what channel that belongs to, and then go fetch the emotes from that channel and whatnot. It's obnoxious. Cocoa Village indeed, and I can take a sip of water. Thank you. So long story short, I need to figure out how to just like download all the Twitch emotes ever and do that. I could probably just have it take like the top few thousand channels and just slurp up their emotes or something. We'll figure it out. We'll brainstorm it together. So hey, I fucked up last night. And had hope. That was my fault. I shouldn't have done that. I had hope, and I was like, hey, I want to make sure that the next main story for Stuff Keeps Happening, like next week's main story, is going to be a good one. And I think that's still going to be true. I think I'm still going to go out of my way to try to find a neutral or positive or just interesting main story rather than a horrific one. Because this past week's like main story about the government disappearing people, I know that things are really bad right now, and I'm not going to ignore that things are really bad right now, but I can't do that every week without throwing myself out of a building. So I'm not going to do that because I like not throwing myself out of a building. It's a wonderful pastime. So I'm going to go out of my way to try to find something good. But right after I said that, I check the news to learn that Israel has restarted their bombardment of Gaza. And I went to bed last night with a death toll of 40 and woke up with a death toll of 400. And the international reaction has been swift and stark. Like, Egypt, who's been organizing a lot of like the next step efforts in Gaza, is like, what the fuck? Like, what the actual fuck? The UN security people or whatever are just in shock. There are peacekeeping forces that are like, what the hell? We're trying to rebuild here, and you just started bombing again in the middle of a ceasefire. So we'll see, but I kind of want to just say here and now, like, I am going to do what I can to cover the important stuff that I need to cover. It might not always be the main focus of my work, because, like, holy damn, y'all. Holy shit, it's not great out there right now. I drove myself into a mental breakdown like October of last year. There was a bunch of contributing factors, but I spent a lot of time getting myself kind of back out of that headspace, and I'm in a much stronger place mentally right now, and I want to maintain that. So I'm going to be doing what I can to mix in more positive and neutral and just interesting shit, while still not shying away from, you know, the bad, the obviously very, very bad. But I also want to make it really clear, and I said this on various social medias recently, that there's a big difference between continuing to enjoy life and have fun and burying your head in the sand, right? Like, there's burying your head in the sand to ignore reality because it's too uncomfortable for you, and that's childish. But there's a very big difference between that and taking breaks when you need to, or otherwise just trying to find some time to have fun, relax, and enjoy your life, because it's not your job to sit around and be miserable because the world is rough, right? The world has always been rough, and the world will always be rough. It's bad. But we have an issue in modern day where we've essentially got more access to information than we have autonomy. So we hear so much stuff, and we learn about everything that's happening around the entire world, and it all feels like it's immediately in our backyard because the internet has made the world so small. And so, like, a lot of these stories that are coming out just immediately gut you, and rightfully so. Normal people don't like hearing about the misery of others. It's not an enjoyable thing. But there's nothing you can do about it. And their misery is going to continue. And the rate of misery is going to fluctuate. But that's all you can focus on, which fucking sucks. I want to be clear. That sucks. It sucks that you have to steel yourself to the fact that suffering is eternal. Man, we're really kicking off this stream with a positive note, huh? So suffering is eternal, but that's a given. And the suffering is going to wax and wane. And like the alarming, or the alarm should happen when it's starting to wax way too fast, like it is now. Point being, it's not your job to fix the world. Don't blame yourself for everything bad. It's fucked. How Buddhist? Yeah, I'm not, so I'm a-religious, and I'm kind of like a-spiritual, but Buddhist philosophy is definitely the closest thing to a spirituality that I believe in, if that tracks, which is probably the most not surprising thing imaginable if you know my content and you know my outlook or whatever. Oh, I'm clipping. Didn't mean to be clipping. Yeah, reminder, if you are a person who's like, hey, I don't really know what I am religious-wise, you don't have to be, well, anything. And two, you don't have to consider yourself an atheist or even blanking on the term. Why am I blanking on the term? The term where you're agnostic. You don't need to identify as atheist or agnostic. I discovered a few years ago a-religious, which is essentially religion is not a part of my life. And, like, insofar as, like, I don't actively not believe in God. I don't I don't need an answer to that question. I reject the premise that I need to answer that question. Like what? So like it's not that I don't believe in God. It's just not a part of my life. It just never has been. I'm aware of religion, obviously. I respect religion mostly, kind of, in certain forms. But I just have no interest in, one, associating with people who are like loudly atheist, because like I don't care about that either. I don't like it when people are making a mission to go around and like tell people that their faith is invalid. Because like I don't care. As long as you're not being an ass about it, you can have whatever faith you want. I don't care. Just don't push it onto other people, and don't talk about other people going to hell for not being a part of your faith. Literally yesterday, on my video yesterday, in which I said that like the only thing I want in this life is for you, which is to just say the viewer / everyone, to have affordable healthcare, safety, housing, food, a living wage, and time to spend with your family. That is what I said I wanted in this world. I legitimately got a comment from somebody like praying for my soul and hoping that I someday find God. What? What? Are you sure? Well, what? Do I really need a God? Because if I need a God because the outlook of I think people should have comfort in their life and food and shelter, I've already come to that conclusion sans God. If you hear that and that's a problem for you and the solution is to find your God, I don't know about that one. I'm good, actually. I've got a God, and his name is that. His name is this goober right here. He is all powerful in everything he does. He is omnipotent, and he is also omni-kibble. So, all hail the omni-kibble. I thought God died. God dies and is reborn pretty frequently. Oh, look at my look at my shirt. It's like bunching up makes it funny. Omni-kibble. More like nom the kibble. I made soup. Thank you very much for that. That's really, really good. Thanks for the bits, Pedro. Thank you. Flynn supremacy. I would totally pray to Flynn. Flynn. You know what's really unfortunate? What shirt? I'm still wearing a shirt. It's just a blank green t-shirt. Everyone in my life still calls him Finn, which is very unfortunate. Like, I try to emphasize the L in his name. His name is Flynn, like Huckleberry Flynn. But wait, is it Huckleberry Finn? Fuck, shit, never mind. But point is, he's not named after that. The point is his name is Flynn. It is Huckleberry Finn, isn't it? But the point is his name is Flynn, which is actually the name he came with. Like, I didn't name him that. I was actually going to name him Asher, which is a fucking rad name. But there was somebody else in proximity named a similar name, and so I was like, okay, actually, never mind. It's a bad idea. Huck Finn, no L. Yeah, no, fuck that. It's Huck Flynn. I'm changing it. I'm updating it. Someone go edit the Wikipedia article. We changed it here and now. Man, that's a good. I'm really happy with that. That was a genuine. That wasn't a bit. That was genuine. that was genuine dingus technology right there. I would say Flynn Rider, but fuck that guy. He's the one from Tangled? Question mark?
Dingus. Attention. We are being raided.
I'm a dingus and we're being raided at the same time. Fanakari, 5 raiders coming in hot. Everyone, battle stations. Man the cannons. Actually, trans the cannons.
Propaganda to me.
Everybody go trans the cannons. Battle stations. Spartacus ruined the name Asher for me. Literally, the name Asher came from the Telltale Games Game of Thrones episode 1 game, which I believe they never ended up making a sequel to because they went bankrupt. But it was really good, and there was a character named Asher, and like it was one of the final decisions you have to make in that game is like a snap decision between saving one of two major characters, of which one is Asher. And then they never made a sequel, so I never got closure with that entire plotline. But genuinely, the Telltale Games Game of Thrones game is better than Game of Thrones season really 6, 7, and 8. Cannons trans, good. We're transing the mice, we're transing the cannons, we're eating the dogs. This is the world we live in now. Except don't eat the dogs. The dogs eat the kibble. We've already covered that. We trans the cannons by removing the cannonballs. Oh my god, Informal Goblin. Currently winning chat, I would say. That's really fucking good. Camille says, I feel like when we can finally afford a pet, my fiance and I are going to get into a huge fight about naming them. Yeah, you gotta get your favorite names out of the way and then pick a name that is not your favorite, and it will become the right one. I was all, like, for months, I was set on the name Asher. And then I immediately was like, actually, Flynn's a good name. Flynn's a good name. Actually, good look at him. He's a Flynnly boy. Look at this. Look at this animal. He's a Flynnly boy. What else could he possibly be but the Flynnliest boy imaginable? So exactly how my parents named me? Yeah, exactly. That is how I named you. My child. As Flynn as possible, AFAB. Really, it's AFAB, assigned Flynn at birth. That's how he came. I guess we just have to join you now that the cannons are trans. Yeah, I mean, like you can't stand up against this firepower. I'm mad that Skull and Bones was hot trash. What was the budget on this game? Fucking, oh my god. Skull and Bones budget. That's rough, buddy. So, oh, hi Flynn. Skull and Bones was, god, $200 million. Skull and Bones is a game by, I mean, you probably are aware of this, but Ubisoft made a game called Skull and Bones that was essentially, it started as like they finally listened to all the people that were saying, hey, literally just make a pirate game that's just the pirate part of Assassin's Creed 4, and that's it. And they were like, okay. And then they were like, cool, but what if we also tried to compete with Sea of Thieves? What if we also invented a concept of a quadruple A game? They started referring to this project as their first quadruple A game. Skull and Bones quadruple A game. It's just embarrassing. It's a $70 game because it's quadruple A, says Ubisoft. And it was supposed to be like the pirate game that delivers us, you know? Like, I have been waiting for that pirate game. I really have. I went to go play Sea of Thieves, and like, honestly, it's good. I don't actually want the persistent online thing. I want a open ocean, not necessarily open world, an open ocean pirate RPG. Let me just sail around, plunder islands, plunder other ships. All the RPG shit from Assassin's Creed 4, taking down ships, getting materials, building up my ship, acquiring an armada, sending them out on missions that they go do autonomously, and then, like, I don't know, throw in like big naval battles between armadas or something, and have a whole like system of other upstart pirates that try to go after the territory you've claimed and whatnot. Like, literally just give me GTA pirates, you know? And that's not what this is, and that's not what Sea of Thieves was / is, and it makes me sad. But the point is, I'm really sad. I'm a big sad boy, because all I want in this world is a pirate video game, and also, I don't remember how I got on this topic. Cannons, that's what we were talking, that's how I got on this topic. Sea of Thieves is close. Yeah, I've tried so many, that's just offline mode Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves has an offline mode? Well, that changes everything. I should check that out. I should look into that. I've just tried a bunch of pirate games that never felt like what I wanted them to be. I also don't even necessarily want it to be a pirate game. I'm totally fine with it. Well, I wouldn't mind it being a pirate game. I'm totally fine with being like a pirate era merchant sim game. Like, I'm trying to do trade routes and shit. I just like mercantile shit. What can I say? I'm a mercantile boy in fantasy stuff, at least. Sea of Thieves gets really close when you make friends with everyone on the server. I should probably just look into Sea of Thieves again. I don't know. Offline mode and LAN mode, so the live service can be there or not, don't care. I would be totally fine with, like, if there is the option to like play offline or with just the specified players, cool. But yeah, I don't know. Dev Logic loves playing as a merchant, does not hawk own wares IRL. Look, as a fantasy merchant, my goods speak for themselves, okay? And as a real life merchant, my goods speak for themselves. Hey Dev, did you know you have things for sale? Why is my chat hawking my merch to me? I'm so bad at creating. It's not good. I spent like the first several years of content creation not posting because I didn't want to annoy people. You dingus. Thank you. I am a dingus. Are we selling that Hawk Tua? Did she ever come back? Did she ever return? Or is she still gone? Did the Hawk Tua girl ever come back? 2 days ago. Where is Haley Welch? Hawk Tua girl has completely disappeared since the crypto controversy. For those who aren't aware, the Hawk Tua girl, who got way too popular way too fast, made a podcast that got way too many listeners, and then launched a crypto meme coin that she rug pulled, which means scam coin, which is what most crypto is. And then she fucking disappeared. Like, the coin scam happened. There's that infamous moment where she's in like a Twitter space talking with people who are like upset about the scam, and she's trying to do damage control. And in the middle of someone talking about like losing their life savings or whatever, she's like, I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you in the morning. And that is the last we've heard of her. She went to bed and we've not heard from her since. I mean, she came, she saw, she kicked some ass. I can't be upset. If you're a fucking moron that's gonna buy Hawk coin, that's on you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. So I'm not even really mad at her. Like, crypto shouldn't be able to do this. Like crypto shouldn't be a thing. It's just a venue for people to do Ponzi scheme bullshit. We know this now. Like, we know this by now. This is understood. There's been so much writing and media about this. So if you're gonna still jump on a meme coin made by a girl whose only claim to fame is a viral clip talking about spitting on a cock while going down on someone, you should have just bought my merch instead. You'd at least have something. She got that bread. She was hawking it. Hey! Hey, Dev, I have a corporate work question. My name is in the Teams chat. My name is my email. Wait. My name is in the Teams chat. My name is my email. If they continuously misspell my name by adding a letter, is this an active international war? It's not international unless they're sending the email across state lines, like country lines. But it is war. That is war. Yeah. I've got a friend named Nabil, and there's just a running gag of every way that his coworkers misspell his name. Most usually it's Nabio, which dearest Nabio. Nabal is another good one. Nabul, not bad. I'm a personal fan of Nabia. What can I say? Haktua, scam on that thing. Victim blaming still sucks, even if the victim could have easily not been a victim. Yeah, like I don't love reveling in other people's pain. That is not what I am here for. At the same time, don't invest in crypto. Like, don't give your money, especially your whole life savings, to a person willingly that isn't backed by a like actual financial institution with like contracts. Like, it's not even a scam at that point. It's just a bad decision. And like yeah, they got, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I don't know what to make of people who still think that they can like get rich quick by buying into a meme stock from a random creator. Like, I would get it if you were following the development of a cryptocurrency that's associated with a project that's backed by people who know what they're doing and have a posted long-term vision of what it's supposed to do. But if it's just, hey, I'm launching a coin based on my dick joke, maybe don't buy, like, if you're gonna buy that, that's a like have one as a gag. But people are dumping their life savings into it. It's wild. Bug says, after all the big profile rug pulls, I don't feel bad for them anymore. You'll just keep doing it. The unfortunate thing is that there's mostly no use for crypto, but there are arguable use cases for certain types of crypto in certain parts of the world where especially government banking systems can't be trusted more than the actual crypto networks themselves. So like, there are places where people are actively asking to be paid in crypto because they want to just avoid their country's bank, because like their country will just make their money useless, or like it won't have a favorable exchange, or they won't be able to take it out, or whatever reason. So there is some value in that regard, but the fact that there's constant coins launching, there's like millions and millions of crypto coins now. That is not how currency is supposed to work. We're going in the opposite direction. Instead of having like one thing, instead of having Bitcoin rule us all, right? We have fucking poop coin, which is a literal thing. That's a literal thing. There is a poop coin. Poop coin. Yeah, let's check the poop token. Poop coin. POOP. Oh man, it's down 2.86 today. Now it's only worth $0.001843. Now what are we gonna do? My poop coin is gone. Oh, but the community sentiment, 88% bullish on poop coin. So that's good. How do you feel about poop coin, everyone? Do we feel bullish or bearish about poop coin? I'm feeling bullish about poop coin. You voted bullish. You can vote again in 24 hours. Okay. Man. Hodl. We're all gonna make Wag'em or whatever. I feel shitty about it. My favorite jazz metal band, Poop. My favorite jazz metal band, Poop Token. It's like a Scandinavian death metal band or something. Oh my god. I was about to choke.
Sounds like rebellion propaganda to me.
Oh god. I have a fun thing to talk about. That cropped up. So yesterday's video is yesterday's Stuff Keeps Happening video is doing pretty well. I'm really shocked, and I'm really grateful to everyone who's been like tuning in, sharing my work, and all that good stuff. It's been unbelievable to see numbers on YouTube rival and, as of yesterday, surpass numbers on like TikTok. I got more views on the full-length YouTube video that I posted yesterday than I did on the clips that I posted to TikTok, which is wild. because of that, I'm getting a lot of new viewers from YouTube and a lot of people who like don't really know my history, my background, and so they're forming their opinions about me now without a whole lot of historic context. And so in yesterday's video, I mentioned that I'm an anarchist, like not a liberal, because I was getting more and more people implying or straight up referring to me as a liberal influencer, which is like a deep insult. So something that I noticed from yesterday's video in the comments, and first of all, I want to say that like I remain shocked at the average quality of my YouTube comments. I remain shocked that I generally get like 99 out of 100 comments are lovely, which is not what I expected from YouTube comments, but maybe something about being a more intentional platform and having like more ability to actually think through what you're posting changes that. But among the people who get really, really mad at me, right? Like they're going to get upset with me because their brain is busted in the first place. One of the refrains that they say a lot is that I'm you know, a paid shill, or I'm super biased, or a liar, or they usually say I'm biased, and they complain that I'm not being unbiased, which I never made a promise to them that I would be unbiased. So like that's just their busted ass brain huffing American propaganda where everything needs to be neutral. But the interesting thing is that I get a bunch of other people thanking me for not being biased. Like as many people that call me biased, they are outnumbered by people who thank me for not being biased. So I don't know which one it is. I mean, I am absolutely biased. I have never once claimed to not be biased. I don't go around telling people explicitly that there's only one way to think. And I don't go around telling people to only consume the words that I say and don't believe anyone else. I just talk about what's going on. I cite my sources and give context as I see it. Like I'm filling in around all the facts of what happened. I'm giving the way that I'm internalizing these facts and the way that I experience the world and what this means to me. I give that information, which to me is bias. It's just that I'm not explicitly telling you to vote for a certain party or have a certain ideology. But what's interesting is that people, going to the bed, jumping right into the bed. And gotta get cozy, gotta do some spins. Wait for it. Oh, you got this, bud. Oh, you got this. How many more rotations? Can we get some bets on how many more rotations? Thinking 2. There's 1. And there's no. Oh, wait. We're going for another one. Incredible. Look at this play. Amazing form. Okay, that's two full rotations. Going for a third. We've already broken it. We've already broken my prediction. Oh my god. See if we can get a cam. Incredible moves. Wonderful plays by this animal. Praise! Perfect. And stick the landing. Did anybody get a full count? I want to say that was like 5. I have to get my balls poked. My partner and I are having another. I have to get my balls poked. My partner and I are having another ball? I'm assuming. Yeah, go get your balls poked. Also, if you are pregnant and happy about that, congratulations. I assume. Unclear. I'm bad at child. What was I saying? What was I talking about? Before dog. BD, if you will. Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Bias. I want to make a video about this. I'm planning on making a video about like this exact thing, which is like I don't know what people think when they think about bias. And I'm genuinely curious if chat, if you want to tell me like what you would consider bias, because it's genuinely like, obviously there's like MSNBC and Fox News, right? Like those are among the among like main big name like news outlets in the United States. Those are the go-to examples for like right-wing and left-wing bias, left in huge air quotes, centrist wing, liberal bias. I should say conservative and liberal bias. Hello, Mechdel. What's up? Dog greater than baby, in my totally unbiased opinion. Does he have... Oh, okay. So... yeah, like those are the examples of like right and liberal bias. But people get really upset at NPR, Associated Press, Reuters, stuff like that, where it's like there's definitely publications that are over edited, right? You've got Washington Post, New York Times, like these are very deeply corporate entities that are serving corporate leaders. Explicitly, in the case of Washington Post, it's owned by Jeff Bezos, and he has been, especially recently, telling them what they can and can't talk about on the paper, and it's causing them to lose a bunch of journalists. But then you've got the Associated Press, you've got like other fact-based reporting outlets, which are so boring. And like if anyone is going around saying that like AP is like hyper biased and whatever, like they are completely out of touch with the reality and more likely have never read an article from AP ever. Because it's literally just, this happened. It happened at this time in this location. The people in the area around where the location that this happened was said this. There are other people who are commenting on this that said this, and this story is developing. And that's it. It's so boring. It is completely just like a list of what happened and then maybe some like history. And people call those outlets like, you know, hyper biased, you know, liberal mainstream media, whatever. I just don't know what to make of any of it, because like I said, I believe that I am biased. And I believe that I'm telling stories with my bias clear. If anything, I hope I'm making my bias clear. But I'm a human being with desires. I'm a human being that wants to see the world move in a specific direction. That direction is towards inclusion and safety for myself, my loved ones, and my countrymen. But it's a direction. It's just not a threatening direction. So I don't know. Like I just kind of filter everything that I read through the lens of like, how is this going to affect what I want to see in the world? And I talk about that. But the hilarious thing of like seeing back-to-back comments of somebody like yelling at me about being too biased and then someone thanking me for not being biased. They're like, finally, someone who's not biased. And it's like, I don't know. But I think a lot of people just associate the US political parties with bias. And like you either have you're either like associated with one party or the other, and you shill your bias of that party. And if you don't do that, then you're not biased, which is not how bias works. But like in yesterday's video, I explicitly said that when I get asked, how do we stop the government from doing this? The answer is have already been caring and have already have participated in the election. Right? Like there's a lot of people that are like, I can't believe he's doing this. How do we stop this? And the answer is have had him there in the first place. And then I get people who are upset with me because it sounds like I'm endorsing Kamala Harris, despite explicitly saying I am not a fan of Harris and I would not have liked her administration. But there's a huge difference between Kamala Harris has the aptitude to be a president of the United States and maintain status quo as the United States likes to do. She wouldn't fix everything, but I don't think that we would be seeing trans residents of the United States have their passports invalidated, rendering them unable to flee the country that's persecuting them, right? Like, I don't think we'd be seeing people taken in the streets by unmarked ICE agents because the sitting president outwardly stated on the campaign trail that he wants, quote, generals like Hitler had. We wouldn't have tens of thousands of federal employees being laid off willy-nilly, causing untold damage to their local economies, and then having judges say, no, you have to rehire them, and then the government saying, no, fuck you, and then everything is falling apart. The point is, I am not saying that a Kamala Harris presidency would save us. I am not saying that any Democrat can save us. In fact, I don't think that Democrats can do anything except slow the pace that we're descending into hell, because they're a little bit more cautious about maintaining an image while extracting value from the populace. But that image that they're maintaining is what allowed other countries to freely trade with us. And now we're in a situation where the rest of the world is actively preparing to move away from engaging with the United States. Like, regardless of anything else that's happening, Canada is making moves to explicitly write us out of their trade agreements. And like, Europe is actively working to stop contact with us. Like, they are not interested in dealing with this shit anymore. There's a quote from I want to say, I think it was a French politician, I think, that said something along the lines of, we can't continue to place the future of the EU in the hands of a few thousand voters in Wisconsin. And he's right. Like, that is accurate. And I'm not saying that like the U.S. should continue to be I'm not saying the EU should be an extension of the U.S. and that like them having their own foundation that doesn't include the U.S. is a bad thing. I genuinely think that's a good thing. I genuinely think the EU needs to have a strong foundation that's not associated with the U.S. because the U.S. is too fucking comfortable. At the same time, I would like to not have fewer options to travel. I would like to not have way more expensive goods. I would like to be able to import things reasonably. I would like to be able to not fear about my neighbors being actively raided while trying to otherwise do the basics, like help my community have fewer people who are hungry. That is what I'm talking about. Like, that's what the harm reduction that we're talking about is, because Democrats just want boring and they don't want to rock the boat. Right now, we won't have boring, but Democrats still don't want to rock the boat because they don't want to upset their donors. If they're in power, they just do nothing because that's what makes their donors happy. When the Republicans are in power, they destroy everything because they are a combination of massive corpo donors and crazy evangelicals. And the Democrats still don't want to rock the boat because that would be bad. They're spineless. Yeah, Democrats are useless. Like, Democrats are completely ineffective. And it's to the point that it has to be considered intentional, malicious move on the Democrats' part. Like, there's no way that, like, they are just this ineffective. Like, this is an organized level of ineffective. This is an organized level of not doing anything. And, like, there are definitely people who are elected members of the Democrat Party who are trying to do stuff from within the legal, from the inside of the state, for sure. I don't think that is how shit gets fixed necessarily. But that's a different conversation. Pitch in $5 now to save democracy. There's no time. I'm so tired of fundraising emails. If I get another fucking fundraising email, I'm going to throw my phone in the ocean. I don't care. I'm not a registered Democrat. Stop texting me asking for money. I can't even vote for you. In my state. I'm in a closed primary state. Shut the fuck up. Like, stop it. I'm not going to endorse your candidate. I also I want to say here, just because I love making big grand statements about things I'll never do, to add additional boxes to put around myself. But I'm not going to be endorsing candidates. Like, that's just a thing I'm not interested in doing. That's not how I want to use my platform, and I don't feel comfortable doing it. During the election, in the run up to the election, I had a bunch of campaigns reaching out to me saying like, "Hey, will you endorse this candidate?" No. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to tell people who to vote for, because I don't, one, feel comfortable doing that, and two, that's not how I think about the world, I guess. Like, I don't know. I don't think that endorsing a candidate is a good idea as compared to just having a thoughtful vote when you go to the booth. Like, it's not hard. Just pull up a voting guide and see who has values similar to yours. That's all you gotta do. Not hard. Just search who's on the ballot near me and read their little blurbs. Dev, 1, I hate you. 2, no. There were some agencies that reached out that I was like, this does align with my vibe, and like my audience would probably like it. I don't feel comfortable associating myself on the record with a paper trail and a financial trail with organizations that I cannot thoroughly vet. And I don't believe that right now I have the ability to do that. So if a lobbying firm reached out to me, for example, and they lobbied the government to do like eco shit, like they're a clean energy lobbying firm, or like a green policy lobbying firm, and like, cool, okay, like lobbying fucking sucks, but if you're going to use money, use it to convince people to do good policy. I still don't like it. I still don't feel comfortable, because like, I don't know what this group does otherwise. I don't know where all of their money is coming in and going, and I don't know who is the major donor behind this, or if they're a part of a larger organization and they're just one wing of an organization that otherwise does a bunch of evil shit and just uses this one organization to kind of like clean their record up a bit. I don't know, and I don't have the time to look up all of that, so I'm not going to go around telling you all like, vote for this candidate, endorse this group. Like, not what I'm doing. That said, I still think it's completely reasonable to be able to look at reality, and if you are not a complete racist or sexist and you just look at Donald John Trump and Kamala Harris, one of them is insane and the other one is just a cop. Like, she's just a politician. She's the exact same as all the rest of them. But for some reason, people get really upset if I even imply that voting is a thing that people should do. Not everybody. A very small minority of people get upset. And I had somebody yesterday get angry because they were like, "You're not an anarchist," because I implied that voting is a thing you should do. But again, voting is a thing you should do because it's not a big deal. Like, it's not a big deal. People make such a big deal out of like, "I'm not going to vote for a genocider." Like, okay, you're still paying money to one. Like, you not voting for a person who does genocide is not going to make America not do genocide. So like, I don't know, dog. It makes me endlessly enraged when someone's just like, voting does nothing. Like, yeah, okay, sure. Why is there a multi-billion-dollar industry around swaying and tabulating votes and monitoring vote data and all that shit? And also, the US voting system is incredibly decentralized. I don't think that the 2024 election was rigged. I straight up do not think that. I think what happened is Elon Musk said, "I will pay money to people who vote for Donald Trump," and that should have been stopped, but Merrick Garland was an ineffective piece of shit. But I don't think it was rigged. I think America is just deeply racist and wasn't ready for a black president when Obama happened, and certainly wasn't ready for a black woman president in the current climate. And Joe Biden fucked up royally by not stepping aside. Like, it's literally just the Democrats are fucking garbage. It's not that the election was stolen. It's just that the Democrats can't find their ass with both hands. So like, I don't know what people think happened. I know that people think that Elon Musk like literally did something to change votes and tabulations. I don't think that happened. That is incredibly unlikely just based on how the actual election data is managed. But like, elections in the US are so decentralized. There are millions and millions of people who are involved in this process that are all cross-checking each other the entire time, including between levels going upwards. So like, it's just very unlikely that there was a large-scale manipulation. That said, the manipulation happened in plain sight. Like, the manipulation was the boring side of it. People were mad at the economy. They were mad at prices. They were mad at Biden. Then there were also the people who were mad about the Biden admin supporting Israel. So you had the Democrats pissing off the left, and also the Democrats trying to go after a fictional Republican that would vote Democrat. And it obviously didn't work because they keep trying to do this and it doesn't work. We literally saw the exact same thing happen before with Clinton, with Hillary. So it's just unfortunate. Like, a lot of people are disillusioned with voting, and I get it. And I'm not saying voting saves us. I would never say voting saves us. I would not say voting is the solution. It has never been a solution. It's just, the thing that gets me is that it's so not big of a deal, and is a way to put a little bit of pressure on the scale in one way or another. Like, it's not a big commitment, and it's not a moral flashpoint. Voting for a given president is bubbling in a dot next to the name of which of two people you want to be at the head of the country. You have two options. It's not like you were given a whole bunch of options and like your job is to pick the best one. Your job is to pick the least shitty one because our system is busted. And to completely abstain is to basically say, well, the system is busted. I'm just going to let it continue fucking me however it wants to fuck me, as opposed to the system is busted. I'm going to stick together with all of my friends and try to hold some things together for a bit while we figure out next steps. Since Rem says the USA only has two options to vote for, effectively, yeah. So we have a two-party system, essentially. We have the Democrats and the Republicans. And when it gets to the presidential campaign, and this is unique to the presidential campaign, we have a system that is essentially designed to prevent third-party victories. The Electoral College, it's just a really obscure, back-ass word system that back in the day was invented to appease slave-owning states because otherwise they felt they would be underrepresented in a federation. So they were like, we want this. So in America, you vote for who you want for president, and when for almost every state, whoever gets the most votes for president in that state, it's as if they won every single vote in that state. If you get 50.1%, you get 100%. And that gets converted into a point value that is different per state. And whoever gets the majority of points wins. So because of this system, there are people in states that are very unpopulated whose votes quite literally count as 3 times as powerful as voters in other states. A voter in California, their vote counts like a third as much as a voter from like Wisconsin. It's pretty wild. Wyoming, yeah. I'm curious if somehow being able to get rid of gerrymandering would actually help the two-party issue. The problem isn't the problem is gerrymandering is shit, but we need ranked choice voting if we're ever going to get out of a two-party system. And unfortunately, the way that we get ranked choice voting is if the people who are members of the two parties decide to vote for ranked choice voting, which would threaten the two-party system of which they benefit from. So like, it's not likely. that we're going to see an expansion of the two-party system anytime soon. I think the only way it'll happen is if one of the two existing major parties truly implodes, which if the Dems had won in 2024, I think the Republican Party would have imploded, very similar to how the Dems are basically imploding right now. Like, the Dems lost so badly in 2024 because they had no plan, they had no cohesive messaging whatsoever, and they had nothing to offer the average person. I will fully admit that the Trump campaign, it is obvious why people voted for him. It is obvious. I disagree with everything that guy stands for, and I can still see why people voted for him. He was saying a lot of words. He was saying a lot of memorable words, and he was saying he was going to fix a lot of shit. He was lying through his teeth, but he was saying a lot of words. He was making a lot of clips, and he had a lot of things that people were sharing around, and he was saying, I'm going to make your life better. I'm going to fix all the problems. I'm going to get rid of everything that we've told you is bad. The Harris admin was like, yeah, I mean, we'll talk about trans rights at some point, maybe. And have you seen Liz Cheney? She's here with me. That's pretty good. You all love Liz Cheney, right? And yeah, also I've got this. So here, guys, I've got a tax plan for first-time homebuyers where if you try to buy a house and with this mortgage rate, and it's going to give you this much of a tax. So on your tax returns, we're going to change the way the tax return. Like, that's not a fucking message. That's not a message. People don't want to hear you rattle off the bills that you're going to pass. They want to hear what you stand for and what is the fire in your heart. Trump had a fire in his fucking heart. That fire was racism, and that fire resonated with a lot of angry and disgruntled people, but he conveyed something and he reached people. And that's not what the Democrats have been doing for years. It's really embarrassing. We absolutely need ranked choice voting, which will never happen in my life. Yeah, I truly don't think it will happen. I can hydrate. That's a good idea. Thank you. Then there was Stein, whose running mate was vehemently anti-trans. Yeah, Stein is a scam also. Like, she's a con artist. And it's so obnoxious because the number of people in this past election who fell into the Jill Stein camp and got so outrageously angry if anybody implied that that's a waste of a vote. Only for Stein to do exactly what literally everybody was saying she was going to do, which is lose the election and disappear again. Because she does that every time. And there's so many people who just were not, they weren't aware of like politics in previous elections. Like, there are so many people who were not cognizant of reality during the first Trump administration, which is an insane thought. But they are out there in spades, and a lot of them voted for Trump. A lot of people who were not aware of like general reality as an adult voted for Trump. So, like, here we are, where a bunch of people thought that RFK Jr. was going to save us, and a bunch of people thought that Jill Stein was going to save us, and then a bunch of people thought that like Kamala Harris had a chance, and no, because that's not anything. Like, the Democrats aren't doing anything. They're just trying to maintain, but there's nothing to maintain. The Liz Cheney thing was so stupid. It's mind-boggling. It's truly mind-boggling. When Kamala hit the scene, right, there was a moment of hope for so many people, right? It was a done deal that we were going to definitely have Trump if it was Biden versus Trump, but it was a done deal. And then suddenly there was a candidate that wasn't ancient. And they had that huge burst right out the gate on social media with the brat stuff and the coconut tree stuff. Like, they were in the zeitgeist and then did nothing with it. And then brought on Liz Cheney. They're like, now that we've got the attention of all the youngsters, it's time to really wow them with Liz Cheney. An American hero. God damn. Oh my God. Literally, why don't Democrats just run on a platform of like exclusively focusing on the gap between where we are and where we should be with veteran care. Imagine if they made that their central thing. Imagine if they used the framing of how shitty we are to our veterans to highlight not just how shitty we are to veterans, but the pervasive problems in healthcare, mental health, and employment and everything across our country, right? Like, that would pull the rug out from under Republicans so fucking hard, because they're already in such a bad position with veterans. But like, Republicans are generally associated with loving America and the military and support our troops and blah, 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 blah. But if there was a party that was actually pushing for improvements to veteran lives and like the VA and healthcare and whatnot therein, that'd be interesting. That's not a thing that I personally care about all that much, but I know it's a problem in the current political state. It's just, there's so many things they could be doing aside from hanging out with Liz Cheney. I gotta be honest, I feel like the Liz Cheney thing was more to try to pull the old guard than to pull in the young voters. But they took the young voters for granted and neglected the messaging they needed to provide to them. Yeah, that was mostly just joking there, but like, yeah, she pulled in the Liz Cheney thing to, again, go after some made up concept of a like neutral Republican voter. No. They're just going to not vote for you. Like, if they're not going to vote for Trump, they're just going to not vote for Trump and also not vote for you. Like, they're not going to do that. Stop trying that. They could have so easily. My mom sighed when she saw your shirt. What's wrong with my shirt? What's wrong with my shirt? It's just a blank green shirt. The last election was a bad time. It really was. It was so toxic. I need to come up with like a protocol before the next major election cycle in terms of how I plan to engage with things, because I was losing it at just the level of anger that everyone was expressing at each other. But also, and I mentioned this on a previous stream, like, it was a lot of bots. It was so many bots. There was so much astroturfing for third-party candidates trying to sway people away from Democrats. And like, it wasn't needed. The Democrats were swaying people away from Democrats, but there was a ton of bots that were just going around being like, that's why I'm voting for RFK Jr. And it's like, cool, user 16795438842 with a blank profile picture and no other posts and follows 10,000 accounts. Kyozo Kogan says, good day to you, sir. Just got off of a night shift and saw you were live, so wanted to throw some love your way, and I hope your day is going well. Have a good stream. Well, damn. Thank you. Just a drive-by, send in some love and well wishes? Genuinely, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Anyway, I'm going to move away from politics because I am tired of talking about this. I have something fun to share. I have art. I have art to share. I want to share an art at you. Y'all want me to share an art at you? Did you do the art? I did not do the art. I commissioned the art. But someone that we know and love did the art. Lilith Knox. Let me pull up the thing. Okay. Wait. Nope. Wait. Nope. Wait. Nope. What?
Hey, yo.
Where is it? Nope. Yes. Got it. Okay. Okay. That was hard. That was rough. But we got there eventually. So, I am excited to show you. This is a first look at artwork by Lilith Knox. This is the first rendering of a species that will be available as a playable species in Proscenium, the tabletop role-playing game that I'm building. So in the default setting, there are 6 species that are going to be a part of the base game. And I've already shown a few of them, but this one is the Petridonian, which is a, well, you know, it's a rock person. It rocks. It rock person. So Petrodonians are made of stone, and they've got veins of ore going through them. So you can see that this one's got a copper veins going through their body, and the veins are actually what like their spirit is held in. Like that is the like actual Petrodonian, and the rock is sort of their body. It's kind of like their like their veins, their blood, and their flesh. But because they don't have hair, and they always see that other species are like doing stuff with their hair, they were like, I want to have fancy stuff. So they have a penchant to just collect things and wear them. They're called adornments, and they're just things. They're just chilling. We got like an apple core, got a little bunny, got a succulent, got a key, got a hammer, a mask. So they like to collect things. They got like little trinkets, little stuff. And then I've got a first look at the other image this is a work in progress from Lilith. So the other image of this species is going to be a blacksmith hammering away, but this is still a work in progress, so not quite there yet. But we love Lilith. Let me give a shout out Lilith Knox. Lilith is a wonderful artist, did almost all of the emotes that are available in this channel, and also did this stuff. So yay. Let me change to tavern vibes. That seems on theme. Let me also, just for side by side for funsies, just because, yeah. So this is the other species that we previously looked at. This is the Cervinae, which is a moon aligned. Wait, I spelled it wrong.
Amazing.
Oh shit, Lilith Knox VT. Fuck. Wrong one. Shout out Lilith Knox VT. My bad. Damn it. I have to wait time before doing that. Whatever. Sorry, Lilith. Anyway, this is a Cervinae, which is a sort of like deer spirit moon being. You know? Those things. It has a this like orb that it's carrying is called its velvet. And this is essentially the thing that's tethering this creature to reality. So if this goes away, if they lose their velvet, if it gets destroyed or whatever, they will literally fade away from existence over time. And a part of their culture is that it's considered a well-lived life if you get to the point that you are willing and ready to relinquish your velvet and opt to fade away. That is how they die. They are otherwise immortal. Like, they don't age. So they are considered to have lived a full life when they're like, I'm good. I'm going to go ahead and set this down and walk away. And that's considered like a noble way to go. But it's not like a sad thing. It's more of a like, I have done what I feel I need to do in this world and in this life. It's time to see what's next. So there's that. Hello, Gina. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Maybe I can shout out Gina when my shout out timer is up. But Gina, these are, we're looking at two of the preview artwork, two different species artworks from Proscenium. God, that was a difficult sequence of words. So yeah, it's we got the Petrodonian rock people and the Cervinae. Oh wait, we've got one more I can put up here. Two more I can put up here, but it's one species. The Boskage. The Boskage is plant people, plant squirrel. It's plant squirrel and scary plant squirrel. You know? Oh nope, wrong. There we go. They've got multiple forms. So they change their sort of like external appearance based on where they find themselves. So if they are in like a city, they take on more of a like normal humanoid, just like wearing some clothes and whatnot outfit. But if they are out in nature, if they're like existing just purely in nature, out in the forest, they'll just wear nothing or stuff like this. Like they'll just convert their body to be much more just plant. They are literally a sentient bundle of plants. A humanoid-shaped sentient bundle of plants. So they adapt to whatever their surroundings are like, and they change their physical appearance based on that. And something else about the Boskage is that they, one, cannot reproduce, and two, when they essentially die, their body more or less implodes into a seed. And when that seed is planted, it will eventually grow into a new Boskage. They won't remember their previous life, but there are people who claim that they can see flashes of their former Boskage friend in the new life that crops up. But because Boskages are like sentient creatures that can be grown, Boskage seeds are highly sought after among like evil people who want to essentially grow their own thing. Because especially Boskages are terrifyingly powerful. Like this is like one of, if not the most powerful species. So having one of these that you've like groomed at your disposal as like an assassin, terrifying. And they also consider it to be a horrific like rights abuse. It's not a thing that anyone is okay with. It's considered essentially murder to steal a Boskage seed. So these are the species that are currently in progress and going to be available first in Proscenium. The other ones that are out there, this is three species out of the 6 that will be available in the base setting. The other 3 are humans, which are humans. There's a reason that I'm not commissioning the artwork for human yet. I feel like you guys know what a human looks like. Stellavian, which are sexy space bird people. The Elementum, which are essentially humanoid bindings of energy. They're not elementals, they're like people, but their skin is this translucent material, and inside of them is a sustained like pure elemental maelstrom. So if it's a fire elementum, there's just like a firestorm happening inside of their body, and you can just kind of see that. And otherwise, they're just like a person. And yeah, elementum, human, Stellavian, Boskage, Petrodonian, Cervinae. Those are the 6 main species that we're starting with. Reminds me of that plant person from the 2nd episode of New Who. Have not seen it. Not a lot of work for them to get a green thumb. Wait, humans, are they the ones with tails? Yeah, absolutely. I should just make what do they call it? Saiyans. They just have monkey tails arbitrarily. Fun says, I need to go for a mental health walk. I'm happy to have caught a portion of the Proscenium content. Always so cool to hear about it. Laters. Yeah, I am really excited about the progress that I'm making on Proscenium right now, and I'm really hoping to have more to share on Thursday. I'm just putting the finishing touches on a thing that I showed last time, which is like a way for me to create a web page that has all of this information on it. So hoping to look more into that over the next few days. Do the Boskage have a way for one of them to make more than one, quote, offspring after they pass, or is it a continuously diminishing population? It is a continuously diminishing population. There is no way to restore more Boskages to the world, which is why stealing a Boskage seed is such a visceral crime. There's enough of them. They're not about to go extinct. Like, they're not necessarily endangered. But yes, there will come a day where there are no more Boskages. There's like the last one left, which would make an amazing setting for like a solo campaign or a campaign where it's like one player plays the last Boskage or something. Or there's only like 2 left in the world and one has been groomed to kill the other. Something like that. Could be cool. Duplicate that seed with magic. Yeah, like, to be clear, there's anyone can make modifications to this world as they see fit. So like, by all means, there will probably be magic ways to like create more, but yeah. You clumsy probably saw that with this cool app I heard about called Obsidian. I don't know what you're saying there. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're saying there. How many trees in our world versus humans? It's on orders of magnitude. Well, not every tree is a boskage, to be clear. That would be a lot. That would be really funny. Oh my god, an entire forest of just entirely boskages that are just sleeping. It's like a hotel for boskages, but it's just a bunch of sleeping boskages that are forming a forest. That'd be funny. Split them. Gotta make it hard to do. Yeah, so I'm actively working on rejiggering how items work in Proscenium, especially with like item rarity and stuff. So it very well could be that there's like a duplicator item or something. Can a seed be split to make twins? If you split a seed, it would just destroy the seed. Langwell says, what would you say is your biggest inspirations for the world building? So I am endlessly, I find this very, very funny. I never watched One Piece until recently, like the past couple of years. And I've been building this world and similar worlds that this sort of like preceded this one basically my whole life. And then I watched One Piece and I was like, oh, hey, this is the exact vibe I'm curating. So it's not based on One Piece, and I wouldn't say that it's exactly One Piece, but the energy from like One Piece characters and locations is very close to the world that I've been working on and have been putting the most energy into recently. Other than that, I am really trying to just create scenarios and species and characters that are diverse enough that I feel comfortable telling whatever the fuck story I want to tell. Cool. Which is to just basically say, hello, Mushroom Messiah. Oh, yo, we got the Mushroom Messiah. What's up? I like having enough variety to be able to tell all the stories that I want to tell. And so I'm trying to just say like, okay, what is missing in the world? And like, what can I add to it that would be a good expansion of what's already there while adding more variety and more chances to create a character that's just like above and beyond. So yeah, currently I am reworking one area that was planned to be one way that I wasn't super happy with how it was being fleshed out. So I've decided to just like take a big knife, cut that area of the map out and start over. And I am now rebuilding it with the plans of it being based on indigenous culture. And so I'm working with several like indigenous creators that I've reached out to consult on what would be a good way to represent this culture in such a way that's not just the same way that it's always portrayed in especially Western media, where it's like they are persecuted and their lives are ruined and they've been relegated to being kicked out of their ancestral land. Like, no, fuck that. Like, they've just been here doing their thing, living their life the way they live it. I want to know what a flourishing society like that, how it would be portrayed if it was also especially interacting with other types of societies. So working on that right now. That tree died so Shroom Coily could grow for our sins. Make a writing system based on string and knots. There's a writing system based on constellations. Cool, I only follow for his political content, so this is some positivity for a change. Yeah, well, you know, okay, here's the thing. I do a lot of talking about the stuff that's happening, right? My heart remains in game development and fun times. Which is like why, if I'm gonna do talking about news stuff, I'm gonna talk about it the way that I do. It is not how I really see myself. I still don't see myself as a newsboy. It's very strange. I know literally everybody sees me as a newsboy. It's not how I see myself. I don't see myself as a journalist, and I don't really see myself as a like news creator, even though I obviously am. but I so wholly identify as a like game developer first that it's just like I forget that most people just know me as like a political boy and a news boy. I see you as Crowbar Man. What crowbar? No idea what you're talking about. Oh, look at the flop. Oh, look at the flop. My goodness. Oh my goodness. I had an epiphany last night. And I don't know how I never thought about this before. I got a lot of people on yesterday's video
Beef.
that
Hey, yo.
were mad at me. I mean, that's always happening, right? But they're mad and they're just yelling and they're just saying whatever and they're just saying completely inane things. I just block these people. I can hydrate. Thank you, Crazy Sanity. I just block these people. It doesn't matter. Like, they're just angry and screaming at nothing. But I realized these people who are coming in and just like saying the dumbest imaginable shit, like the stupidest possible takes. And I don't know why I just never connected these dots before. So forgive me if this is the stupidest, most obvious connection ever. They're just hecklers. Like, think about the kind of people that go to a comedy show and heckle. Think about how everyone in the room is like, shut the fuck up. What are you doing? You are an ass. Like, you have no sense of what we're doing here. You are making this worse for everyone, and like, we all hope you get embarrassed. That's what they are. If they're all bots. Yeah, they are also bots. Plenty of them are bots, but they're hecklers, right? Like, I've been racking my mind trying to understand, why do people come into the comment sections of creators that they don't like and hate and just like spew garbage? Like, if you don't like the words I'm saying, just navigate away. Why are you coming into my comment section and like throwing jabs? And the answer is, it's the exact same kind of person that would be a heckler at a show. And in a weird way, that made so much more sense to me and like helped me understand that it's perfectly okay to just block these people and forget they exist. Like, I am perfectly justified in saying like, you're a moron, and blocking them. Because like, what are you doing? You're embarrassing yourself. This is stupid for you, and it's a waste of time for me. Why are you here? Why are you here making this space worse for everyone? Do they even know what they're doing? I mean, half the time I don't think so. Like, there's a lot of people who like, I've gotten a lot of people angrily commenting just actual nonsense. Like you're not making a point. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, I've had people like timestamp my video and say that I'm lying, despite the fact that I'm literally citing my sources verbatim. So like, I don't know, like that like, get out of here. You're done. But like last night I had somebody being obnoxious. They were like, they took umbrage with the fact that I said that ICE are Nazis, and they were like, whoa, not everybody at ICE is a Nazi. And it's like, no, they are. It's very similar to all cops are bastards, yes. And they were like digging in their heels about that, and they were not hearing it. So I blocked them from my YouTube channel, and they seemingly made a Blue Sky account specifically to message me, and I just blocked them there too, and don't care. But like, that's what I'm talking about. Is like, what are you doing here? It helped a lot because I don't get upset about the comments, about the content of the comments that are being left. I get upset about the fact that I get sad and annoyed and disappointed about the fact that there are people out there who are just doing that, who like are spending their time angrily commenting evil bullshit. It's like, it makes me sad that these people exist, basically. Some are, most are bot farms. Yeah, again, a lot of them are bots. Like, I really just if you don't have a profile picture and you have a default username and you're saying something stupid, I don't care. This is nothing. But the people who actually like engage and then say weird shit. You should gray rock them in the funniest way possible. Just constantly reply, thank you for the engagement, and see how long they keep commenting. My current plan is I'm going to write a canned response. And if you're going to say like a really, really outwardly angry thing, especially if it's like a direct insult against me, a lot of them directly insult me. They find something to insult me about, which is never effective. My plan for them is to have a canned response where I just say like, wow, you seem really upset about some of the words that I've said. This must be very difficult for you. The fact remains that I would like for you to have affordable healthcare, stable housing, food, and more time with your family. Like, damn, seems you're really having a hard time with this. Anyway, I want a world in which you're more comfortable and have your needs met. What are they gonna do? Like, hit back with the, well, I don't want that for you. Like, okay. I just hit them with the same canned response. Like, what are they gonna do? Can't edit the comment? Oh God, what happened? What's going on? Come with kindness, yeah. Just ask them if they need a nap. Like, dog, you need a Snickers? Dog, do you need a nondescript candy bar? Who should pay me to name drop them? Just some typos. Got it. Yeah, so that was an actually helpful thing to conceptualize those people as like hecklers. Like they're just obnoxious and should be ignored. But like I said, I'm really, really shocked at how the average sentiment of YouTube comments that I've been getting are relatively positive. So that's good. And it's humbling. It's so humbling to watch the subscriber count on YouTube go up so much. Like I got more views on yesterday's Stuff Keeps Happening in the first 2 hours. I got like 4 times as many views in the first 2 hours than I was getting in over a week late last year. It's really, really been humbling to be growing like this on YouTube. And like it's still not like it's still a modest pace, I think. I'm not suddenly looking at 1 million subscribers or whatever, but like it's amazing. And I'm really hoping to kind of just keep pace. I don't know what I would do if I had a million. That's a lot. That's too many people. I can't be responsible for all. I can't even be responsible for all you. Y'all are too wily. Are you Petty White right now? Do you need a candy bar? Coco Village. Never even thought to change my profile pic. I'll make it the first suggestion I see. About what? Not appearing as a bot? Hey Dev, don't you have a Discord server? Fuck yeah, join my Discord server. God damn it. Discord, join that. I have a Discord server. I have a merch store. I've got a YouTube. Does that work? Yeah. Go follow my stuff. Go join my community. Go check out my merch store. Let's go look at my merch store. Merchfrom.dev. A very good website. Damn. Look at the merches. We've got shirt, hat. We've got shirt. We've got thick shirt. We've got mug and mug and mug. So there's a lot of options. I was going to buy something today, but I couldn't find it. It's at merchfrom.dev. Merchfrom.dev. And you can always find all of my stuff by the by if you go to Endeavorance.camp. I've got everything is linked right here. Merch, Patreon, podcast, YouTube, newsletter, Blue Sky, Mastodon, Twitch, Discord, Instagram, Proscenium is right here. Contact stuff, business inquiries. I've even got a whole section here about creator resources. So this goes through like the stuff that I've learned about how to do creator stuff since becoming a creator. This is all free. There's no paywalls or anything.
Endeavorance.camp for all your Endeavorance needs. Show us the blank shirt you're wearing right now. Merch from Dev. Yeah, so I've got this blank green t-shirt. This is what I'm wearing right now. It's available. I mean, it's available in other colors as well. You can get yourself a blank pink, a blank lilac t-shirt if you want. You can get a blank heather dust t-shirt. You can get a blank aqua t-shirt. Blank heather midnight navy. Actually, that's a pretty good one. And black as the night. So as you can see, it's a very black blank t-shirt. We need a crowbar in your merch store. I don't know why you would want that, but there's this one. There's this microphone magnet. If that works. I don't know. I do know that the merch store system I use has the option to custom request plushies. So I could maybe get plushie microphones as a thing. Could be a thing, but I don't think that I could sell actual microphones because they might, one, the shipping would be hell because they're heavy, and two, not sure what other implications there might be. But that said, I have considered for a long time if I ever wanted to do a fundraiser or something, signing a object and raffling it off or something. Plushie mic would be fantastic. I would love plushie mic. Okay, well, I'll look into what it would take to do that. It's like a thing where you have to like request it and like work with them on it. So we'll see. Maybe I'll get a blank shirt and hang it on my wall instead. Wait, what were you going for? Was going to buy something today, but I couldn't find it. What was the thing? I did take a few designs down. So if you tell me what the design is, I might be able to send you the page for it. Plushie Flynn. Hell yeah. The tapestry? Not sure what that is referring to. The part of the crew flag? That's the only thing I can think of. The part of the crew flag? Let me see if I can pull that up for you real quick. I'm pretty sure that product still exists. It's just hidden. Shut the fuck up. With your login screens. Okay, products. Flag. Crew. Damn it. We looking. Please hold. Part of the crew. Okay, well, I can't find it right now. I will look for it later, and we'll see if it still exists. It might not. It may not exist. I'm working on updating my merch store listing. So there's a few things that used to exist that have been taken down. There's a few things that I'm working on adding to it. It's gonna be a little bit, but rough, working on it. Anyway, I'm gonna take a quick break, and when I get back, I think we're gonna play some video games and beef. You know? So I'm gonna go pee in a toilet. I'll be right back, and probably Palia. Probably Palia. Maybe Palia. We'll see.
Beef.
Remains to be seen. Don't touch that dial.
Beef.
Keep an eye on Flynn for me. And I'll be back.
That's rough, buddy.
Sounds like rebellion propaganda to me. Coco Village.
How could you let him just disappear on me like this? I step away for just a moment and there's no dog. I told you to keep an eye on him. I thought I could trust you. But here we are. Untrustworthy. Look at this. Now look where he is. He's not in Obsidian. He's
Father Hell.
there. In the middle of the rug. He's like, now I don't even know where my bed is. Yawn. Lick. You drama queen, he's fine. He's not fine. He's not even in his bed anymore. How am I gonna know that he's cozy?
You
Alright.
dingus.
Well, the good news is I got a fig bar. It's not a beef stick. Because beef isn't made of fig. And it's not a stick. But it is a bar. It is a fig bar. It's not even a fig bar.
Beef.
It's a peach apricot bar. I don't know why they're saying fig.
Hey, it's time for a drink. Beef.
I just put it in my mouth. I can't drink it now.
Beef.
God damn it. Oh. I'm not doing that. Hold on.
Beef.
The Quilly says, dang, I didn't know they had that flavor. Yeah, it's fucking good. It's really good. Okay. Okay.
Beef.
Skill issue? It really, really is. Let's play some Palia. Palia it is. Oh, there's a little cloud pet now? That's cute. There's so much new stuff in this game. I am not tapped into everything that's new. I'm thinking that today, I'm gonna do a little bit of smooth branding, but I think I'm going to rejigger my plot. I haven't felt good about my plot layout. I think I just need to start from square one. So let's see. Let's look at the overview here. Yeah, I don't love it. Like, I need to unlock more stuff. I need more writs, like the crackers. But I don't know. I think I want to like have a designated like industry area and then a dedicated like house area. I think I want them to be like maybe opposite each other. Like, let's start by like moving the plot, right? Like yawn. Let's do that. Start simple. Move this over here. SimCity zoning in Palia? Yeah, basically. I can't have my my industry be too close to my commercial and too close to my residential. I should play Cities Skylines. Did they ever make Cities Skylines 2 good? Or is it still bad? I remember it being bad or like something. Yeah, like why is this? Okay, move this over here. If we're gonna have a seed collector, it should be near the plot. That does make sense. We like that. Haven't tried Cities Skylines 2 yet. I just know that it came out and like everyone was like, "This is bad." Okay, this is all cosmetic, but these preserves jars should go. I'm just gonna throw them over here for now and figure out how to do my like layout for industry stuff later on. Because I want all my production like in one space. And I think I'm gonna move my pavilion over here for that purpose as well. But I do believe there's a large frog in the pavilion. Let's double check the yep. So we do have you know, me and my son, of which you should never talk to again. But we're gonna move them, okay? Move. Have you looking in the window. Nice and terrifying. Okay, does that work? Let's see. Horrifying. Very scary. Just kind of looking in the window. We like that. We like that. It's a big frog. It is a big frog. That's what we're here for. That's why they call me the big frog. And you can hang out there as well. Okay. So, meanwhile, hey, I can have 3,000 pieces of decor. That I need to decor more. More decor. So can I do this? This is the question that I have. Can I put all of these in here and have it like move all of them with it at once? Like if I put that in the pavilion, which it must, because I just did it with the frogs. Yes. Okay, cool. I have a lot of preserves cans because I don't know if they're good or not. So I just have a bunch. Really need to up the chest space. I think I'm actually kind of near the max. I don't remember. I'm probably nowhere near the max. I really need to get more like crafting pipeline shit going on. Not unlike the alt-right pipeline, but like the craft correct pipeline. Okay. Let's move. Yeah, let's start moving some of this shit around. The worms. Let's move the worms to here near the plants. That makes sense because the worms make the poop that I put on my plants. So that's a good place for the worms. Excuse me. Let me place you. Hello, Names. Says, hi, everyone. I have been lurking. Well, hello. I hope you've been enjoying your lurk. Okay, let's see. Have a big old sawmill. Yawn. And then a second one. Get rid of these fucking tents. I don't like the tents. I liked the tents at first, but here's the thing. I hate them now. So we're gonna get rid of them. So I'm gonna place this other one here. Very good, very good. Okay. Now, you need to relax. You're 2 tents. Beef. Awful. 10 out of 10. Hi, Dad. I'm Name. Incredible play. Really, really powerful stuff happening in chat right now. Really proud of you all. We've really come a long way here today, and we're doing good work. I'm really proud of you. Okay, Smelty. Ah, I'm out of space. I need more pavilion. Well, I'll just put this, like, here for the time being, and we'll figure it out later. I need to get more pavilion space. What color are your eyes? I genuinely don't know. That help? I don't know. They're blue, green, something like that. Bluish green. They are. I do not think that they are hazel. Very much not hazel. But pretty much every color except hazel. Some kind of combination. They match the beanie. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I like this beanie slash this color is because of the matchingness with my eyes. For those who aren't aware of like the genesis of the beanie and why I even wear it, it's not because of like, it's literally just because I got weirded out looking at myself when I started doing content. Like when I started doing content creation at all, and I was editing video of myself, I was just like, this is weird. It's weird to just like look at me. And I also, I shaved my head, right? Like I like that. Although actually I haven't shaved. I got some hair right now. I look fucking great with a shaved head, but it shines a lot. It reflects a lot of light, so it's genuinely easier to just, one, have the beanie to help reduce reflection, and two, I don't have to be staring at myself how I see myself while editing footage constantly, which kind of helps give me a little bit of distance. And three, it looks good. Seed maker. Wait. Why aren't you making seed? Make seed. Create seed with the stuff I've put in you. I've given you my seed. Make more. Well, no, I want you to give me seed. Yes, there we go. Do be looking good in a beanie? Yeah, I mean, I think it looks good. I think it looks. I don't really think about my appearance much. Aside from I look fucking good. The beacons are lit. Gondor calls for aid. I have given you my seed. Make more. Sure is one of the sentences of all time. Look, I never said I was good with words. It's just that my job is to be good with words. So, you know how it is. Sometimes we make mistakes, like me existing. You know how it is. I have so much wood. Why is this stuff not crafting? My shit's like busted. Yeah, all this stuff is like, it just like randomly stopped. Hello. Why is that? Veridactyl, what is up? Welcome in, thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing incredibly well. Cryptid says, oh my gosh, I was in a mud event once when I got to hold a Seed of Gaia for someone who had to go offline. And we made you carry my seed jokes for years. Oh my god. I love muds. Okay. Selling preserves. That's what I need to do. And then planting stuff, and then checking my mail, and then probably going to the store, and then cleaning out my inventory, and then getting back to working on my plot. I've got so much I gotta do. I'm just trying to, like, get my chores done. My goodness. Like, oofa. It's all nostalgia and rose glasses. I discovered, so, okay, for those who are too young or too not nerdy, a mud is a multi-user dungeon. It is a old school MMO, basically. So there were a bunch of MUDs that they kind of started as like text-based games that you can connect to a server online and play them, and they would be like persistent worlds and whatnot. So they were literally like text-based MMOs, and they were prevalent back in the day. And I first got into them one summer when I was at my grandmother's house, and I just like got on her computer and I had nothing else to do, and I was so bored. And I discovered that like one of the few programs that she had was like a terminal or something. And I just happened to stumble upon a MUD. I must have like read about it or something. And so I tried doing that and started playing this fucking random ass. I'm like a 12-year-old kid connecting to this like ancient MMO game with people who have probably been playing it since like they were, I don't know, since like 1980. And I'm just like, hi everyone, I'm at my grandma's house. Ooh, I got a bright shroom. Don't tell me that you played any of the Iron Realms MUDs. I don't think it was that. I don't recall which one it was. I also had a period of time where I was just, it was like, so I was desperately into RuneScape for a long time. And before I then got desperately into Dota for a long time, I was trying to find some MMO to like replace the hole in my heart that RuneScape left when I stopped playing it. And so I spent a long time playing a whole bunch of like random fucking MMOs from random studios. There was this period of time around like the World of Warcraft, or like the early World of Warcraft era, where a whole bunch of random indie studios were all trying to like make the next big MMO. And there was a game engine called Jupiter that was like pretty popular among these groups that were just making whatever random fucking MMOs. And so I played a whole bunch of these knockoff ass random MMOs. I remember one of them I played was called, I think it was called Deicide Online, which is just the most generic MMO name imaginable. And the only thing I remember from that game, is there was an enemy type that was a bear, and then there was an advanced version of the bear that was an irate bear. And that is how I learned what the word irate was, because I was like 13. Yep. Thank you, obscure MMO company, for teaching me the word irate. That's my story. Hope you enjoyed it. That'll be $10. Bear and angry bear. Irate bear, 10 out of 10. Very good. Very, very good. Yeah, there was a whole bunch of just like completely random, mostly useless MMOs that I just bounced between. Silk Road was fun. Burnson Core. Hello. And Veridactyl, if I missed you, which I don't think I did, but hi again. Oh, we need more music. Do digital. Yeah, Silk Road was cool. That was a good game. But I just like never really played WoW. I was like, no, I gotta find an alt game because I have to be contrarian. Because I can't help myself but be special. Even then, I was the worst. Did I miss you planting geoducks? I don't know what geoducks are. But I am about to put a bunch of poop on the ground. 261 pieces of poop. I played Guild Wars instead of WoW. I remember having a friend that played Guild Wars and like tried to get me to move from RuneScape to Guild Wars, and I was just completely uninterested. My brain was like sapped by how like RuneScape worked, and so the idea of only leveling up to level 20 was unacceptable to me. I was like, no, I need to level up a million different skills to 99 and eventually 120. So get out of here with your level 20. I need more numbers to go up. You ever play Rapples? That was one of my weird ancient MMO faves. No, haven't heard of that one. New to me. I've gone back and played a little bit of RuneScape not super long ago, and every once in a while I'm like, I should just play some fucking RuneScape. Like, it's kind of my indicator of depression. if I start playing a bunch of RuneScape, usually it's because I'm not doing well and I need something to distract me. But I went and played some RuneScape 3 not super long ago, and honestly, it does not deserve the hate that it gets. It gets so much hate. It's fine. It is good. It is a good game. They've reworked a lot of how the skills work to make it less like absolutely mind-numbing. And like, yeah, it's obnoxious how much there's like pay to progress faster stuff. It's like pay for convenience. But I don't know. I just don't buy that. I don't know. Anyway, I should play RuneScape. All right, get this fucking tent out of here. Remove. I said remove. I said remove. What? Oh, you have to right click it while it's placed. The indicator of my depression is clothes on the floor. It's very much an everything has its place. I'm very much an everything has its place and it's put away person. Yeah, if I start nosediving, it's usually like, okay, I can tell that I'm not doing well because all of my things are like falling apart. I'm not putting away my clothes. I'm not cleaning up after myself after like make a meal or whatever. Like, I usually like for things to be cleaned and put away. I like for things to be organized because it's how I cope with ADHD. Like, it's just how I handle ADHD is to be clean and organized so that I don't get confused by everything. Do you have any recs for games similar to Palia? Any not novel style games? Graveyard Keeper. I know that sounds not cozy, but it's cozy, I promise. Graveyard Keeper is really good. Littlewood. Littlewood fucking rules. Littlewood is great. Very good, like super streamlined, simple town builder with like story and characters and like just the right amount of plot while still being really interesting. Like, it has a lot of like constraint requirement stuff where it's like, okay, well, this person wants these features in the town. This person wants to be like near this thing in your town, but this person doesn't want this other thing. So you have to like figure out where to place houses and all that good stuff. So it's a very good game. Littlewood. Yeah, I would recommend that one first. Look at the little lighthouse. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna put this on top of my security crab. Oh, I can't put this on top of my security crab. Okay, well, adjacent to my or across from my security crab. That'll do it. What is this doing here? Go here. Okay. And then, what are you? Oh, you're a torch. I can turn on the torch. I didn't realize I could turn on the torch. The technology is amazing. We truly live in the future. All right, what's in my mailbox? Coin. Dear Endeavorance, I hope this letter finds you well. I would like to thank you for taking time out of your day to chat with me whenever we cross paths. It has made integrating my life here much smoother than I anticipated. I have prepared a small gift for you as a token of my gratitude. May it aid you in your endeavors. Sabira. Yes. Thank you, Fed Mommy. Thank you. I got flow planks. Appreciate it. Make worms. Make worms, not war. May it aid you in your endeavorance. Okay, we're gonna play a game called Clean Out My Fucking Storage because it's really bad right now. Let's start by dumping as much as we can into there, but like I also don't even have enough room to store everything that I have. So let's figure out how we can clean this up a bit. Where can we trim back? Is it the gatherables? I bet you it's the materials. Equipment, fish, bugs, materials. Oh god, yeah. Okay. We're gonna take out a bunch of stuff and we're gonna craft a bunch of furniture. Actually, I don't need to take stuff out. This game doesn't require you to do that. I don't know why I did that. Let's see. Let's craft some furniture. Decor. Actually, I need arrows, like really badly. Wait, you can just craft fertilizer? When did that start? How is Littlewood spelled and is it on Steam? It is one word and it is on Steam. It's also on Switch. Littlewood. I'm pretty sure that's it. Let me double check that I didn't just lie to you. Yeah. Yeah, it's on Steam. Here you go. Game. Okay. Slow down arrow. Let's do that because everything's too fast. Make. Oh, it's half off? Nice. What's the price? Because it's like a cheap game to begin with. Half off should be very, very, very cheap. Sneaky smoke bomb. Yeah. Okay. Just got it for $7.50. Nice. I hope you enjoy it. It's a really good game. It's a really good like constraint solver, but also like it has a good approach to just streamlining everything. There's like very little in the way. There's a bunch of different types of crafting and whatnot, but there's very little in the way of like having to futz. Everything is just kind of like automatic. So it's just like you bump into something and you that's how you mine it. Like there's not like a go equip your thing and upgrade your stuff, blah, 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 blah. It's just like, no, just go get the materials. It's much more focused on the actual like collection and construction than it is minutia. War compass allows you to track rare mining nodes for 15 minutes. Do not mind if I do. Looks cute and fun. It is. Much like Flynn. I cannot afford to spell arrows. Okay, decor. Never crafted. Oh, I need stone bricks. I am very far from bricked up. All right, ready to craft. Kind of search by... Okay, ready to craft. Things I haven't made yet. This. Make. I'm just going to try to make as much stuff as I can just to tear through all the crap in my inventory. Dragontide armchair. Holy shit. Hold on. Yo. Okay, hold on. Man, I really need to make my house better. For now, go there. And then this is what, shelf? Some kind of shelving? Some sort of shelving? Put that there. Ooh, that's fancy. Good job, past me. Hey, it's time for a drink. I can drink. Oh, I made tea and I forgot entirely about it. Please hold. I'm going to turn my heater off. If my camera cuts out randomly, it's because I think my camera is overheating. But just so you're aware, check out the dog. Please enjoy. Gonna have to go, but I'll leave the stream running. Love you all. Thanks for keeping me company. Take care. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. Have a good day. Flynn appreciates it too. Okay, it's starting to get a little light out. That's good. Now I can actually see all the incredible work that I'm doing, which is important. Let's actually dump a bunch of garbage into the preserve crafters. Again, in the name of clearing up inventory space. I don't even have enough for some of this stuff, but so be it. Dog like the bounty hunter? Absolutely. I mean, look at him. He's a terrifying force of nature capable of hunting down the most hardened criminals. And he has a fuzzy butt. So, I mean, like, he's absolutely Dog the bounty hunter. Crafting. Right next to my outhouse. Very good. Sort by ready to craft. Capital chic, small shelf. Pedro the Duck says, using my HRT needles to inject barbecue sauce into some turkey legs. That's what being trans is all about. That's the trans agenda right there. Basting turkey legs? God, I could fuck up. I can, will, and always will absolutely fuck up a smoked turkey leg. Like I go to a Renaissance festival. There's one thing I want. I'm gonna do crimes to it. I know the turkey's already dead, but it's still gonna fear me. Industrial wall decor. My favorite. I haven't been to the Ren Fair in far too long. I haven't been for like several years now, and that's just unacceptable. The problem is, I keep forgetting. Industrial wall lamp. My state fair tried to turkey leg. I tried to try state fair turkey leg one time, and it was the saltiest thing I've ever eaten in my life. That's unfortunate, and I'm sorry that was your experience. It should not be. It's not indicative of the broader turkey leg landscape, I will say. But I get it. My honest to God, my favorite turkey leg ever was at a fucking work conference. It was at a conference that I was at where, oh, that's cute. I'll make a few of those. Where they had like a reception at one point, and they just had like it was like at some venue in Florida, and they had a big open field and a local shop or whatever, the kind of place that just has a big smoker and you can like rent them out for catering, and they just had ass loads of turkey legs, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Thank you, work trip. That was a good trip. Unfortunately, that conference closed down like right after that. They were like, well, that was the last one. Bye, everybody. Not doing that again. Cabbage. Cabbage. Every day we are cabbaging, let me tell you. There's a roaming amusement park that comes once a year. I love their turkey leg stand. God damn it. I want a turkey leg very badly right now. It's just not the kind of thing that you can just casually make. Because it needs to be made properly. Like, it needs to be made by a greasy man on a giant smoker that, like, has been smoking turkey legs for months without being cleaned in between. That's how you get the good shit. I don't have all that material. Localist says my goal is to go to the Minnesota Ren Fair. It's a good goal. The problem with Ren Fair is I'm trying to pay attention, but the boobs though, it's just they're everywhere. They're just everywhere, and there's nothing I can do about it. But I'm trying to pay attention, but the boobs though, what do I do? Send help. And that's my problem with Ren Fair. That's the whole reason. It's like it's a problem. It's also not, but it is a problem. But also it's not. Is this entire chat just from Minnesota? Is that what I'm learning? Also, if you are from Minnesota, how does it feel to have sniped MN from Maine, which arguably is more applicable to Maine? I mean, I would understand that y'all would probably be MS, which is a different state that swiped that from you. So like, damn, it's just a mess. It's ours. Are you sure you wouldn't prefer to have MS? Wait, that's a strange statement. You know what I mean. I'm out of water. Live in Wisconsin, close enough. Is it? I guess so. Like, physically. I'm in Washington, the state. Oh, speaking of which, the audio that is going around on the online, if you've heard the audio of Trump saying that, like, he's going to rename DC to the District of America, that's fake. That is AI generated and not real. I am shocked at the number of people who have been posting reaction videos to that and not realizing or otherwise just ignoring the fact that it's completely fabricated. It's not real. If you haven't heard it, yeah, there's a bunch of fake audios going around right now, but there was a fake audio of Trump just saying something plausibly stupid for him, but also it was stupid enough that I was like, that really does seem beyond, and it was indeed beyond. It was not real. So please remember, if something seems to align a little too perfectly with your views, if it's just like, this seems to be almost purpose built to like justify my outrage and like push certain buttons, it's almost definitely because it was literally made to push buttons. So yeah. Back from my walk, I had a giant dog just join me partway through, and we decided we were walking together, like a stray, just like a random dog. That reminds me of, I have to pull up the picture of this dog at some point. I made a good friend named Goose when I was in the middle of nowhere in Colorado years ago. This is a good story. I've got a group of very good longtime friends that I made when I was first out in California, interning at Google, actually. We all met as interns there. And we bonded as boys, and we formed the cohort called the Brohort, right? We were the Brohort. And we had a thing called a bro down, right? It's like a hoedown, but like a bro down or a throwdown. And the bro down was essentially just an agreement between us that we would, like, once a year all meet up somewhere and go do something. And so one year our plan was, I found an Airbnb listing that was a literal treehouse cabin in the middle of nowhere in the mountains of Colorado. And it ruled. And so we booked that and we went there and stayed there over Thanksgiving. While we're there, we're just like bopping around, doing whatever, like kind of just exploring the area. It's like in the middle of nowhere, mountains of like rural Colorado. Did I say Georgia? Colorado. It was Colorado. And one of the days that we're just like bopping around doing whatever, we're out for a hike, and this random dog, the prototype, like white lab, right? Just like a cream lab. The default lab comes up to us. He's got a collar, and this guy's name is Goose. And he's just this sweet boy. And we're like, what's going on? And we realize that we're near a little neighborhood. So we like go to this cul-de-sac area, and this dog comes running up to one of us with a ball. And so my friend, Chris, takes the ball and throws it. And Goose goes and fetches the ball and brings it back. And he's like, throw it again, throw it again. So he brings it back. We throw the ball again. He brings it back, throw the ball again. We're like, okay, we're going to go ahead and continue on with our hike. Goose follows us with the ball. And he's like, but throw it again. But sir, we had a good thing going. Please throw a ball. So he follows us out of the cul-de-sac, and we're like, no, don't do this. And he's like, nah, I'm doing this. He follows us out of the cul-de-sac. He follows us entirely away from where we were. We're all just like trying to get him to go back home, but he's like, nope, I'm with you. And he follows us for 5 miles as we're walking back to our cabin. He eventually like is just part of the Brohort. At some point, he just became part of the Brohort, and we're just hanging out with Goose. We're having a good time. We eventually get back to our cabin. We load this dog into the back of the car that we rented, which thankfully we rented like an SUV thing because mountains of Colorado. We load the car up into the dog up into the back of the car, and we drive back to the house that we accidentally abducted this dog from. Chris, hello, gets out to go drop off the dog and alert the people that we are bringing back their dog. He you know, like, hey, we accidentally stole your dog. Here they are. But as he's approaching their front door, Chris makes a few realizations. He realizes that he's black, and he realizes that he's about to go walk up to a stranger's house in an extraordinarily rural area where we have seen exactly no other people, to tell them that we stole their dog. And so he was like, so he freezes. And instead of going to the house and telling them, hey, oops, your dog followed us away, or we brought them back, he freezes, takes the ball that Goose brought the entire 5 miles, and yeeted it. Just threw it as hard as he could so that Goose went flying after it. Chris comes running back, jumps into the car, and says, floor it. He's like, get out of here. So we just peel off out of these people's driveway, at which point we notice that they have a security camera, like a Ring camera. So there is a family out there who has video footage of us pulling up, a dude getting out of the car, throwing a ball, their dog getting out of the car to chase the ball, the dude like swan diving back into the car, and then the car peeling off out of their driveway. I will never forget that dog. I've got some pictures of him. I'll dig it up somewhere and post it, maybe in like the Discord or something. It was an experience. A little teacup. Hello, Mystic Artemis. Says, I got here at a wild time. Look, there's pretty much never a time in my stream that is not at risk of an absurd story coming out pretty randomly. I made a cup. Let's go place some of these drapes. I think I made... Yeah, I got... Oh, look at the... Oh, drapes? What's up? Oh! I can put the drapes over the window. This is the best. Hold on. Okay, you go there. Drapes. Wait, why are these ones closed? Wait, these ones are like closed drapes. Wait. Big drape, not big drape. Wait. Did I need to read something? Why can't I center this? This is some shit. Is that centered? It doesn't feel centered. That doesn't feel centered. One's for small windows and one's for large. This is fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. It's off by a hair. I can't move it less. Ugh. It's easier to center them if you turn off the grid. Oh, but then I don't have a grid. We're gonna call that good. Ah, no, it's going into the ground. That's terrible. It's not good. It's awful. Oh my God. I'm going to have to deal with it. Can you move the window? Impossible. Shut up. No, I can't do that. There's no way. There's no way. How dare you? Probably. I probably just could have done that. You cannot move the windows. They are and they are not centered. Well, you can change the window to different size windows, which may have given. I don't know if the different sized windows are a different number of cells wide, like if like one is even and one is odd. Unclear. But I also have a table and a couch. I can't put the couch on the table. So like, what's even the point of living? Okay, let's keep making more stuff. Mystic Artemis says, I haven't played Palia in a few months or more now. How's the game been in your opinion? I honestly have not been playing a ton recently. I get on stream because it's just like a good game to kind of smooth brain and chat. And also because every character in this game is outrageously hot. And that helps me. So I can't really tell you in depth like how it's doing because I'm still discovering things I had no idea were a thing. Like I just recently learned that the like stickers that can appear above your head, like
I just recently learned that those existed, so. Purple is a good color. I can change my color to match my hair on Twitch. Purple is a good color. I think purple's my favorite color. And by that I mean I know purple's my favorite color. Stickers are brand new, just introduced a few weeks ago. Well, you know, I didn't even know that. So that's how tapped out I am. Makeshift large curtain, makeshift small curtain. Fine. I very, very, very much love purple because, like, pretty much anything witchy, like any witchy vibes, I'm here for. Let's be real. We are getting a new part. We're getting a city. Wait, what? We're getting like a city zone? Oh, fuck yeah. Is that what you mean? Like, is that real? Ranch house dining chairs. Elderwoods or something? Yeah, I think they're all Ravenwood? Because there's all the Ravenwood gear, and I've been wanting to be able to go there. Ooh. A ranch house fountain. What's the cooldown on hydrate? I think it's 20 minutes? Question mark? Oh, that's cute. At least I'm gonna have plenty of furniture to like help with my rework whenever I get around to that. Elderwood is allegedly out this summer. Well, I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully it'll be good. Man, I am so far behind on crafting things. How am I only level 11 on crafting? Am I doing it wrong? Am I supposed to just like mass craft like a million things at once? Oh, but it's cute. Wait, but it's cute. Wait a minute. Where is it? There it is. Oh my god. I'm putting this in the courtyard. Oh, putting this in the courtyard. I haven't played I played not long after it came out properly. I got all my tools to the purple rarity and probably 30-ish hours on it. I got bored though, so I stopped for a while. They've added a lot of stuff. Like they've added a ton of content. There's like a bunch more temples now, which I haven't even done. I haven't done the air temple yet all the way through. I like stopped halfway through. And then there's like the whole new character. There's a bunch of stuff out. It's really cute. Oh, it's really cute. Oh my god. Do you see me? Do you see me? My guy, you need to eat so you level up. I just ran out of food. Like in building the thing that I'm currently sitting on. Okay. But I will eat. I need food. I'm gonna have to start cooking soon. Bursting Corpse says, I've crammed over 500 hours in Palia since Christmas because I was so desperately sick with pneumonia that I couldn't do anything else for the entire month of January. Thankfully, I was vaccinated and now back to normal now. Are you me? I mean, I didn't... I was doing other things. I think I was just mostly playing Balatro, but like... Yeah. God, I was struggling all of January. With like some kind of pneumonia-esque thing. Just... coughing. 3-pronged candelabrum. Okay, we're gonna make a bunch of trellises. Ooh, curved lamp? Oh, curved lamp. Make more of these. Because now I can make like a whole sort of like tunnel, right? Like an archway tunnel, right? Like you see this? Like, look. I'll be like, hey, bitches. You want to come to my house? You got to go through, you have to fly through all of these, like Star Fox. Yeah. Okay, now, see, look at this. This is decoration. This is ingenuity. Where are the rest of them? Wait, where'd the rest of them go? Oh, they're all in here. Can I sell furniture? God damn it, I cannot sell furniture. What's even the point? What do you do with like massive amounts of furniture then? Aside from place it. I'm gonna have such a fun time picking all this back up later when I'm over the bit. Okay. Put that there. And boom. Haha! I've made a tunnel. Oh wait, I want to get up on the tunnel. All right, parkour. No. Wait. Do I still have my staircase in the back of the house? Fun says, I messed up, guys. I pet the dog and now my cat is salty. You know, it happens. It happens. You got to spread the love, quite literally. Okay, well, I can't get up there because I'm terrible at parkour, but that's okay. What is my storage situation looking like now? A little bit better? A little bit better. Oh yeah, I guess I should get like multiple plots, huh? Like that's a thing. Okay, yeah, decor does not take up storage. That's what you do with it, is you just store it forever. Put all this stuff immediately away. Put this here, put all that away, put that away, put all this away. Got me an ore compass. Okay, well I can at least fit everything into my storage now. But I still very much would like to have less garbage. Why do I have so much garbage? There was some of that. There was some of that. Bunch of that. Don't need all that or that. And then, oh, that's a lot of fertilizer and rice. Although I should probably use the rice to make food, but oh well. Let's sell all that. Okay, yoink, yoink, yoink. Yoink, 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 yoink. Okay. Ooh, money. I'm gonna be rich, except I'm poor. What was I gonna do? What was I gonna do? What? I literally was about to do something. Like I had a next step. I just kind of forgot it. Well. Cook. That's what I was gonna do. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. First we gotta turn on the sink. Always have your water running. All right. Palia is rent controlled, so you don't have to worry about it. Let's make, can't afford that. Spicy crab fried rice. I need a crab and corn. Shit, I don't have either of those. Kimchi fried rice? I don't have any kimchi. Fish stew. We're making fish stew. Hell yeah. Come over here, prep, make some garlic. Play some Garlic Hero. Here we go. Amazing. Okay, add ingredient. Stir. Wait, is that it? I just put garlic in a pot. How is that fish stew? What? That's not, how is that fish stew? Sure thing, dog. Chop up garlic, put it in pot, stir. You have now made fish stew. Okay, add that. I tried playing this game once a long time ago and never got back to it. Watching you play makes me want to give it another shot. It looks good. It's really good. It is quite good. It is also shockingly like free, which is neat. I mean, obviously there's the paying for the premium outfits and whatnot, but not required.
Make some rice. It's beta, but really nice for a beta. Yeah, I keep forgetting that it's still beta, technically. The lore is so good. Yeah, it's also just very rare to have a game that is this, like, self-aware of what people, like, want. And I do think that they're really squandering what they could be making. Like, this game could be so much more. And I think it's a matter of just they're a small studio. But as far as, like, dating and whatnot goes, this game is pretty fucking good. And, like, they have the fact that you can, like, that polyamory is, like, built into the game. Like, they don't lock you into one romance, stuff like that. They know what we're here for. And then make some nudes. Love that my robot dog is just wagging. She's just like, I'm just here, chilling. Stir. Oh, now my dog is on the stove. Also, they fix bugs relatively quickly for a small studio. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. They've like had a rough go of it. They've had a bunch of like downsizing. They've had a bunch of like layoff stuff. I think they recently got acquired. So hopefully they'll be a bit more stable now, but yeah. I'm going to stop it there. Yeah. I'm going to stop it there. Because we're coming up on the 3-hour mark, and I've got some other stuff I got to get to, and also should have like a proper lunch. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Here's the dog one more time. Chilling. Hanging out. Vibing. Licking the snoot. So, you know, that's good. That's good. But I'm gonna head out. Thank you. Oh, hi Lunar Harpy. How's it going? Thank you all so much for hanging out today. It has been a good time. Do I have anything that I want to plug? I mean, go to the Discord, you know, join the Discord. And then also I would say check out check out my merch store. Merch from .dev. Check it out. Check out stuff, get stuff. Supports me. I'm so bad at this. Thank you all for hanging out. I'll see you all on Thursday. Take care, be well, and see ya.